who I guess got it from his sister, but she didn't have symptoms and she was tested. But anyway, he got it. And of course, my brother was going to come. And I was so looking forward to seeing him because I haven't seen him in a year. And he got up so sick. So he went and they got him in. And Ray said, "Oh, please let it be strep or something that they could do something about." But no, no. Oh, no.
No.
It's and he was so close to Dwayne, they were whispering about Christmas gifts.
Uh-oh.
No mask, of course. So anyway, we're quarantined.
But you're feeling okay. When were you guys together? What day?
Let's see. I guess it was Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
okay. And
So
hold your hand up there. Do you have a Band-Aid on your hand?
no. Oh, yes, I do. That's from my dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get those all the time from the cat.
Okay, an animal injury. Okay. Just don't let it turn into an infection like
Yeah,
Jane Ann
like I
did.
did.
Well, no, I did pour peroxide on it, and boy, she really ripped that skin too.
Yeah, unfortunately, at our age now, it's easy.
Yeah.
Skins.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
I like your sweater.
Yes.
That's
looks
pretty.
wonderful.
Yeah.
See, what time is it? We still got a little bit of time.
Your
here.
pink is good on you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
Okay, Diane.
No, I think very few people can wear pink. I don't know why, but it just seems to me. But you're one of them, Jane, that can wear pink.
Well, thank you. It's really like a sweatshirt I have on.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh,
She has on pink too.
And I have on a pink shirt too. Oh, well, just-
You look good in pink also.
Lisa's got pink on too.
Everybody,
Yes.
What's wrong with you, Jimmy? You don't have any
I don't
pink on.
Every-
Memo.
I didn't get the memo either, Nancy.
Didn't either.
yeah,
Pink, why pink?
There, I have a visitor.
Hello.
Hello, Trent. How are you?
Yeah,
Hi.
Darling.
Where did
I see
Diane
it's
disappear
growing.
to?
Uh,
Oh, there's
You're
Diane. Okay.
Oh, hi, Diana.
I can see people.
This is my favorite son.
Someone.
Your only son.
Probably heard that before.
I have been putting him to work.
Good.
That's good. Good.
Keeps him out of trouble.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
So I
think he knows him.
usually use Bob as kind of like the bellwether for, okay, once Bob's on, then maybe, we can just go ahead and start whatever.
Yeah, where's
But
Bob?
he's running later, so he may or may not be on. So I wanted
Sit back.
to let you guys know, I've copied Susie and Diane, Sandy. Sandy, I figured already knew because her neighbors and close friends. So Sandy, if you would want to let everybody know what all happened with Vicky, as much as you know.
Okay.
You are recording.
What happened?
Well, she got a, I don't really know probably any more than you do, but she does have AFib. If any,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
when you have AFib, you have a more of a propensity to have a stroke.
A stroke.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
That's correct.
So on Christmas Day, and she was hosting Matt and a few people, she got up and had a stroke.
Oh,
And-
wow.
Ah,
They took her to the hospital and everything, and she's in, I think, the ICU, and just waiting. They have to wait 24 to 48 hours to really see how much damage it's done.
mhm.
So I'm just waiting for Matt to let me know. And of course, since I'm quarantined, I felt like I couldn't go to her house,
No,
Yeah.
no.
you know, and let the dogs out or do anything. I don't know about that, but I was going to try to find out if.
I've got a feeling that based on the emails now that I've gotten from Matt, that he must be pretty much on top. Matt, where does Matt live?
He, he lives pretty close to all of us. I
Okay,
don't know the street, but it's all pretty
He's in
close.
Richmond.
So he
Yeah.
lives in Richmond.
okay, good. So he's probably taking care of things. Here's what Matt said, and then I'll send this out after we're finished today to
Okay.
everybody. He said, and of course, you know how we all feel about this when they call us Mr. or Mrs. But it starts off Mr. Porter, but then after that, he calls me Tom. Mr. Porter. Good morning. I'll let you do those. Good morning. This is Vicky Roller, Grafflin's son, Matt. Thanks for the updated Zoom link, but Mom won't be able to participate today and possibly over the next 2 to 3 weeks. She suffered a minor stroke yesterday morning and is in the ICU here in Richmond. She's stable and communicating, but the next 24 to 48 hours will give a clearer picture of what the path to recovery will look like. I thought it best to let you know to share with the class. She greatly enjoys the Zoom visits with everybody, and I know she'll want to be back with everybody as soon as she's able. Regards, Matt Grafflin. And then he sent another message that includes, I asked him, I responded and then asked him if he could keep us in the loop so that if we knew her address at the hospital, we could send cards. And he said, I don't know her room number. I can't visit her due to COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you format the letters / cards as follows, it will get to her. And so it's just basically go to read, but have her full name, intensive care unit, her name, and it should get to her until we can finally get a room number. And he said, I have dropped her cell phone off to her so she has access to phone, Facebook, email, etc. But I mimicked, this guy's pretty savvy. I mimicked her email on my phone to keep tabs on anything important in the meantime. Thanks.
Oh, good.
Wow.
So
Well, knowing Vicky, she could just pop on at any time. She's
Yeah,
she's a
that,
broken hip, and I've seen her out in the yard, and I said, Vicky, what are you doing? Pulling big bags of
Weed?
different things. Not weeds, but mulch. Different bag.
oh, God.
And I said, Vicky, you cannot do that. Oh, she said she knew.
yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad to know, Sandy, that so Matt and his family were with her when it happened. That means that they must have gotten somebody there right away, because that's the key.
It is the key.
Yeah.
Thank
So
goodness.
if it truly is a minor stroke, then she has a very good chance
Oh, yeah.
to be able to make pretty much a full recovery. It may be, she may have a little bit of a tough time with physical therapy, rehab, and, maybe working on voice or whatever, but she should be able to come back.
I hope she has determination like you would not believe. So I really think that she will.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to assume, since I'm communicating to Matt, actually, every time he sends me an email, it's actually coming from her email.
Oh, okay.
So if he's given her a phone and all that stuff so that she can monitor this stuff, she knows what the communication that's going on.
Sure.
Yes.
And that wouldn't surprise me then. And by the way, where's Diane? Where are you, honey? Diane, notice left-hand corner. Do you see the recording?
Yes.
Okay, so we're recording.
Probably already checked it.
So she'll probably get the recording. Now, we have to be careful. Whatever we say about her, it's got to be good.
It would be.
Otherwise, she's gonna know. So, Vicky, I'll start it. Honey, you're gonna be okay. I know you're tough. Sandy just told us how tough you are. So we know you're gonna be able to come back, 100%. So we're all pulling for you.
We are.
We are, absolutely.
And as I told Matt, it's very important now with the way the COVID restrictions are, that the people who have to be in the hospital get extremely lonely.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be important. Communication is real important. cards, email, text, everything. So I'm sure I don't have her. Well, I've actually even got, I'll add, by the way,
Yeah,
I'll add her
email.
phone. I'll
Phone
add
and
her.
email.
At my phone,
So you
because
can text her.
maybe she might be texting me. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
You
she
know, the other thing to remember is that when you're in the hospital for a while, the staff are wonderful and you make friends and it begins to be kind of a big family. So she
Yeah.
has that too.
right. And if she,
And she will make friends with them.
Oh, sure, of course.
and if she has some physical impairment where she can't necessarily use her phone, they'll help her.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
You know, they'll help her with the keys or whatever.
Yeah.
So all she, yeah, she just has to communicate to them what she wants.
Can we verify, is Vicky's last name Roller or is it a different last name?
It's
it's
Graff,
crap.
Grafflin, but I'll send all that stuff to you. And as soon as
Okay,
we're
good.
done, I'll email this out.
Okay.
to everybody.
Good.
So
And
now,
died. I don't know how many years ago it's been since he died, but I was still working, so it had to be at least 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy, I want to say 12 or 13 years ago.
You
when
did?
David died.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
Does anyone know if she was still taking, I assume she initially, after her event, was taking Eliquis, that helps the blood not pool and heads off strokes. And I'm particularly asking about it because on September 6, 2019, I had an event, an AFib event. And my cardiologist in Chicago had me on Eliquis for 90 days, 120 days following the event. And I had a lot of tests done. And she thought it was safe to dispense with that and has been ever since. So I'm just getting a once a year checkup where I wear long distance. I wear a heart monitor for 2 weeks and then send it in and it's read and the evidence is sent to Susan Kim. So personally, if she was still on Eliquis and had this event, that would concern me. So I hope she's going to be okay, obviously.
yeah. So, darn. So it's bad news, but it's good news.
They said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Sandy. So
Okay.
what did you get for Christmas?
Well, besides the quarantine, I have. I am on medication. I had it. They finally found out it was is that peroneus, Dwayne? Am I pronouncing that?
What?
Peroneus muscles?
Yeah.
Yeah, peroneus muscles on either side of my hip. And apparently that was close to my sciatic. They're very close to the sciatic, which was causing all of my pain.
Oh my gosh.
I did have 2 shots, and then I'm taking this strong medicine that I can hardly even send a message to anybody. So if I get a little wonky, you'll know why.
You know, actually, the way you're sitting, it almost looks like, hey, I'm in dreamland. All right.
And Sandy, why are you quarantined?
I kind of am. Pardon?
Why are you quarantined?
Because my son-in-law has COVID,
Oh,
Mm.
that you were with?
and we happened to be, Dwayne was right up in his face because they were whispering about Christmas gifts
Ah.
or anything like that.
Mhm.
So what Christmas, I got a new iPad and I'm thrilled. One,
Are you using it now?
no, it's
Oh,
not yet.
Yeah, I was going to say that's pretty fast to get all that set up.
Yeah,
All right. Now, who got that for you? Santa or Dwayne?
Dwayne got that for me.
Oh, Dwayne, you sweetheart.
But I've had that one or this one for about 10 years. And I kept saying, I really need a new iPad. I really do. He said, nah, that works fine.
This sounds like Jane.
Easy for him to say, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
The one Tom has is so daggone slow. I mean, I had a guy that knows about computers buy my last computer for me. And I expect when you hit the button, you get what you want. You don't
Right.
have to wait. You just hit the button and it's there. So, you know, the
Yeah.
idea,
He should-
where's the
He
answer?
should have gotten one for Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I've got a birthday
iPads don't
coming.
work that fast.
I've got a birthday coming up, Jane.
You have a
So,
birthday?
When,
yeah,
Tom?
that's in about a week, isn't it? It's the 12th day of
2
Christmas,
weeks.
January the
No,
6th.
11 days.
January 6th? Okay.
Yeah,
And you'll be 76?
Yeah.
26.
Hey.
You're the same
You're
age
catch-
as Nancy.
You're catching up with me.
Yeah, I'm always
Uh-huh,
trying to catch
uh-huh.
up to Nancy. So Nancy, what did you get?
I got a picture that was made about 4 months ago, and it's my sister, her daughter, my niece, and my 2 great nieces and myself. It's the
Aw.
girls in our side of the family. It's really cute.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
great.
That's cool.
I don't have grandchildren, I have great nieces.
Yeah, yeah,
Two.
as we
Right,
do.
you're
Yeah.
right.
2 years old and 6 months old.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
And it was like a zoo.
Yeah.
Were you
But it was
together?
fun.
Were
Pardon
you
me?
together with them? for
Yes,
Christmas?
I was with them
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay.
Right.
But it was fun. It was lots of fun.
Good. And have they been kind of like being careful and being safe so they would?
Oh, yeah, my niece and her husband, he's the only one that goes to the store. She hasn't left home except to have that baby in July. And, but they both work from home and they have a nanny, and that nanny is definitely checked her temperature and everything before she ever walks in the house.
Oh,
So
my gosh, yeah.
they're very safe, very safe.
Great.
Good.
Great.
But
Okay.
I got to tell you about my 2-year-old niece, I gave her a new blue jean jacket because she'd outgrown the other one. And she puts it on. She goes, "I'm so cute."
It's nice to have confidence.
Takes after her aunt.
Pardon me?
Takes after you.
Oh, yes. But they say anything at that age.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So that was the highlight of the day. She was really cute.
Oh.
Adorable.
Hey, Gene, you just.
Hi,
joined-
how are you?
Yeah, we'll you can catch up later, but wanted to let you know that, hang on a
Wait a
second, we'll
minute.
get
Shirley's
Shirley on
coming in
here.
here too.
Tell you what, let's go down, maybe we'll have a few more. Oh, that's cute.
Hey,
Oh,
Shirley.
Shirley's cute.
Shirley.
You have to work hard the other night, Shirley?
Yes, I did.
I thought you would
I
have.
about froze my tush off too.
Uh-huh.
Got all your steps in,
Yeah, so,
What?
got all
Yeah.
your steps in.
Yes.
good.
Who had a white Christmas? Anybody?
Nope.
We did.
Well, we
Ohio.
tried it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ohio did? Oh.
Judy,
great.
did
Loved
you?
it. Snowed all day.
Wisconsin.
Ah,
I bet you did. Judy? What about Judy? Where'd
Judy
Judy?
left the
Gone.
room.
She went to
Okay.
do something.
I think it had rained and washed out all the snow.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees, she said yesterday. We spent an hour or so talking to Judy on a Zoom call or a FaceTime
FaceTime.
call. Yeah. She gave us a tour of her house.
Oh, isn't it
Oh,
neat?
isn't
out.
isn't it
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah, it's very cool.
I think it'll look better in the summer, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, her gardens are beautiful in the summertime.
oh,
Flower and vegetable are really not beautiful.
oh. So Carol, you didn't have snow?
Carol Fleming?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, we had wind and some.
Ah.
wind.
And no rain.
No, a little bit.
We had about half an hour of a downpour yesterday morning.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Boy,
Was that welcomed, Jane?
It's always welcomed in
That's what I
Arizona.
thought.
I was going to say, yeah.
And then by, a couple hours later, sunny and blue sky.
Mhm.
Thought you were in Florida, probably. Yeah.
So sad. Well, real quickly then, Gene, you and Shirley just got on and we, all of us are aware and we had been talking about Vicky Roller. Had a stroke yesterday,
Oh, no.
but it's hopefully it's a minor stroke. I've been in touch with her son. I'll send out all the information you need as soon as the call's over. on how we can send her cards, and I'll send you the emails of where Matt talked about it and all that kind of stuff. But just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thank you.
You're kind of, you're.
Wow.
say, "Wait a minute,
Was this a first time thing?
I know Sandy, she's never had a stroke before. has
No, she has not, but she did have the AFib.
Okay,
she?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Hmm.
But no, she's never had a stroke. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, so back to Jimmy Hoke. Jimmy, I would think that your gift was getting to move to Hawaii. And I noticed
Palm
that
tree in the
background
background.
is not fake. That's real stuff back there behind you.
That's real stuff, the palm tree.
Right.
Water.
Birds back there somewhere.
Beautiful.
This is our Christmas present.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine.
Hey,
Nice. What's the temperature?
70 something, 70, low 70.
Perfect.
Nice,
Oh,
nice breeze. This is all ag land behind us.
Oh,
So we have cows and deer,
wow.
Okay.
hey,
and it's
living
kind
a
of
good
like
life.
living in the country, but you're not. I got
Uh-huh.
neighbors now.
So
Had neighbors for years.
it's about 10 a.m. there, right? 10:20?
And 20.
Yeah, yeah. So it's morning. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Felice. Oh, here comes Felice. Felice.
I have no heat, and that's
Oh,
the heat machine that just came to the front door. So anyhow, it was 18 degrees here this morning and really cold in the house.
I imagine.
Yeah.
It's not, I have 3 floors and the first 2 don't have heat. The 3rd floor does. So I can get under the covers and be okay.
When will you
But-
get heat?
Pardon me?
When will you get some heat?
The guy just came to the door right now and
The
he's
heat came to the
checking
door?
this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where I
Oh.
went.
okay.
Because we don't know what's wrong with it. So hopefully soon, because it's going to be cold again tonight.
Oh my gosh, that's cold.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Yes,
are
it
you?
is.
What floor are you on right now?
I'm on the 2nd floor right now. That's why I have my vest on because I'm cold. But it's a tall, skinny townhouse, 3 floors, and the first 2
Okay.
floors are the ones without the.
and isn't Ray coming soon now to help you with your knee replacement?
He is coming, on the 10th,
The 10th?
January the 10th. Yeah. So,
and you have it mid-January, right? Mid-January?
yeah, January 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, assuming
okay.
I've had my pre-op and everything's still on go. It could change like any minute, but Ray gave me a really interesting Christmas present. It's a red refrigerator for my garage.
For your garage?
Well, I don't have room for it in the house. He thought I needed to have one, so it's still in the box in the garage. I can't do anything with it, but
And we had red, when we moved into our house in 74, we had red appliances.
Wow.
yeah, it's called Retro Red.
Okay. Well, there you go. I still have my stove. I won't put my stove up. It's back in the storage room
Yeah, and it worked.
and works better than the new one.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
That's neat.
Well, by the
Funny.
way, Felice, I have a business associate who just had a knee replacement done a week ago,
Uh-huh.
and he's just come along great. Just come
Good to
along
hear.
great. Yeah. And I don't know if they've warned you, but now when this first happens over the few days that immediately after, all of that black and blue and all that kind of stuff, it'll start moving down your leg and will finally move down to your ankle and your foot. So don't freak out. That's just part of it.
Normal, okay.
Yeah,
This
and
is
it'll
her
all
fifth.
swell
Yeah.
up.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
She's
she's
had
an
these-
old hat, Tom, at this. This is her
This
fifth.
is her 5th knee
Oh,
replacement.
she knows
She
all this.
knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Wait
This
a
isn't
minute.
her first rodeo.
No.
This is your 5th knee replacement?
Yeah, I had really had crappy knees. I remember from Test past Linda Raper's house to my house and my knee collapsing on me. So that was like junior
Ooh.
high.
Wow.
You know?
Weird.
And I don't really know why. I guess, but it's been 20 years, so I did forget about the black and blue part.
Oh, now you remember, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bob and I kind of know that stuff because we had already seen a lot of those, from football. But I had forgotten about it. And so this guy, when this friend of mine has this done, and so I waited a few days, called him and said, well, how's it going so far? And so then he sends me a picture. He says, my knee looks great, but look at my ankle and my foot. And it's like, Lord, man, it looks like you just broke your ankle.
Oh, man. Well, I know that I probably will not be in the hospital overnight and that I'll be walking on it the day of surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My young sister just had it done on the 22nd. She was only in there that evening and she was home the next day, and I talked to her yesterday and she's up and around. So that's
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So if it's so it's been 10 years since you had your last one, Felice?
Well, it's been 20 years.
Wow, the technology and all of the advancements they've made, you'll probably be very happy. Very happy. Well, that's great.
Just remember to take your pain medication. My husband decided that he didn't need it and he had to take it. And whoa, the pain get out in front of him, and he was a mess.
Yeah.
And then finally he decided he did need it.
Sandy, remember when Dwayne got on the call a couple of weeks ago, and he kept bragging about how Hilton said that his class was the best class and ours was we were
next best,
second best.
Right.
I don't know if Dwayne is the model of that class. I'm not so sure about that. I keep thinking about that. I keep thinking, I'm not so sure about that.
That's why I left the class of 62 and
Wait, I don't know if Dwayne can hear this. Dwayne, you dummy.
Dwayne said, yes, he can hear.
Okay. Well, Diane, before you tell us about your present, I personally want to thank you for that Christmas present that you gave us of that poem. And as I'm going down reading that, of course, it's all about what's happening right now, but it kind of reminded me of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I mean, that was a great poem.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
You're
welcome.
We're going for a bike ride.
Bye, Trent.
Oh, hey, Trent, wait a minute, Trent, before you leave, man. Here, this will make you feel good. Maybe.
Maybe.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
you have a ponytail. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. What's that?
Hey, you know how they used to have that commercial, I want to be like Mike?
Yeah.
Well, I walk around and I say, I want to be like Trent.
Well, he cut his hair and his beard in October when he came for my birthday.
Yep.
And
Right.
he cut it since.
So 2 months.
But I gave him a picture of when it was down to here, and he took one look at that yesterday and said, well, that's not going to happen again.
I'm trying to remember the last time that Jane Ann and I saw Trent. It was at his place in, what's the name of that place in Colorado where you live, Trent?
Frisco.
Frisco.
Okay,
It
yeah.
was in Frisco. I was thinking you had a ponytail then.
He probably did.
Yeah, I had one until I was probably 20. And then at that point, I was snowboarding a lot and it started getting in my way.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you didn't.
So then I've pretty much had shaved head or similar until.
Nah, you didn't have a shaved
last
head, man.
year.
I remember you having a lot of hair, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was down,
Oh, yeah.
pretty long, so.
Yeah.
I've
It
seen
was
a lot of men around our community that have ponytails now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
At any age, Jane? Any age?
John?
At any age?
At our age, they have the ponytails.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
And a lot of the men have earrings too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I'm not going that way.
Yeah, I
In
know.
fact, as soon as I can get a vaccine, the hair's getting cut.
Yeah.
So, well, let's go back to well, hey, have a good bike ride.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great
thanks.
to see
Yeah,
you,
enjoy the
Trent.
talk. Good seeing you all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good seeing you too.
Keep
Bye-bye.
that smile on your face, Trent.
What's that?
Keep that smile on your face. Be happy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying
is.
to. Yeah.
He
All
is.
right.
He's
All
got
right.
a great wife, so he can't be anything but
There you go.
Good.
happy.
Bye.
All right. All right. Good to
Hey,
see you,
bye.
Trent. Okay, Diane,
Now she's muted.
what Bobby give you?
Well, we don't really give presents to each other. You know, I don't know. We, with the situation, we just did a Secret Santa with the family.
Yeah.
Oh, those are fun.
So everybody brought something and you grab and
Oh, fun.
then take away. So that's really about it. I bought myself some slippers. And I got him some turtlenecks. I went to LL Bean and bought a bunch of stuff for him. 3 turtlenecks and boots and stuff, but
Practical,
I mean,
practical
it was
stuff.
just a normal.
Yeah.
It sounds something doesn't sound right. So you bought a bunch of stuff for him, but he didn't buy anything for you.
No,
Okay.
Probably because she
never
didn't want him
has
to.
and probably never will.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to work on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, Jerry.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi, Nancy. So what Jerry give you?
We don't,
Oh, man.
we don't do Christmas. We haven't since our grandson went to Germany, which was several years ago. As long as we had grandkids living with us and kids, obviously, before then, we did Christmas. But then I'm just not a real Christmassy kind of person.
Okay.
Do you have a tree? Did you put up a
The
tree?
last year, Tanner lived with us. I was not going to do a tree. And he said, yes, we are. They went outside. We have a lot of trees. And they tree and brought it in and Tanner decorated it and I put some presents under it. That's been a lot of years.
Well,
But when I want something, if I really want it, then I just get it for me.
That's what I do. And I was going to get a real tree again this year and we went out, there were no real trees.
Yeah,
to
never gone.
purchase. All the tree lots were already sold out. So I decorated, I don't know if you can see my ficus, I have a ficus tree back. And I decorated the ficus tree.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
With
That's good.
ornaments and lights.
So in other words, so like early on, we had a run on toilet paper and at Christmas time, we had a run on Christmas
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
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 I have a cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Judy
yeah.
decorated her
Also a
cat.
run on, I'm sorry, there's also a run on bikes. I tried to get grandson a bike. and
Oh.
Couldn't find bikes. The other one I heard was
That's
boats.
true.
There's a
What?
lot that I was buying a boat, but somebody else was saying that boats are hard to find.
I heard that too. Mhm.
Weird.
Yeah, we got an
Boats?
electric bike for my grandson. That was hard to get.
Electric bike?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course,
that's
it's
nice.
always supervised, but he thinks he's Spider-Man or something, so.
Okay,
Everything-
Susie. Did you get yourself something?
No. Oh, well, I don't know. I got some slippers. I bought myself some slippers as well.
Everybody's got cold feet.
Yeah, cold feet.
Do you have them
Not
on?
me, I never had the shoes on.
No, I do not have them on. I do not.
Okay. All right, David Harold,
Sure.
what did you get for Christmas?
We don't do Christmas.
Ah, humbug.
No, I bought a set of custom-made golf clubs for myself.
Good for you. Good.
And then we usually buy a bunch of toys for Tots and disadvantaged kids in Charleston.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So
Good.
we delivered about 10 boxes of toys up to
Oh my
Toys for
gosh.
Tots.
Oh,
That's
super.
I love that.
Mhm.
It's wonderful.
That's great. So when are you gonna break in those clubs?
Not today, it's 21 degrees here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, let's see.
It's got it.
It's up to 38 here.
Yeah.
Heat wave.
Yeah. Now, of course, Susie, we're not telling them about when we got up, what was it, Christmas Day, it was 10.
It was 10. Yeah, it was 10.
Yeah, we
No,
had,
it was 18.
we had 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts the other night, and the temperature changed from like 60 degrees to 10 degrees overnight.
Wow.
And where are you? Where are you?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Ah.
Pretty
How do you
chilly.
keep your pipes from freezing?
Just let it drip.
Oh, yeah.
That's
okay.
what we used to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Felice, now where are you, in North or South Carolina?
North, Greensboro.
North Carolina, and you got real cold also, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were
okay.
colder than
Wow.
In Indiana yesterday. Yeah. It's
Okay.
crazy. Not usual.
Okay, Betsy and Tom.
Go ahead, Betsy.
Well, we don't really do Christmas either. But we had a very nice Christmas Day, talking with our son and his wife from Germany first.
Oh, good.
Spending time with Judy in the afternoon and having a dinner with my brother who
Just down the hill.
sister-in-law lives down the hill.
Great.
That was our gift, to have those three folks in our lives during the day.
And Donna, yeah, this is not a negative comment, but her place is so over decorated with, so we just go down there and look around for a while.
And it's large.
That's fun.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad to hear this because we didn't do a tree this year, and
Oh.
Yeah, and all we have to do is get it out of the attic. I mean, it's not tough.
yeah, I don't know what happened, but anyway. Well, it looked very festive. I mean, we had a bunch of packages sitting around,
Yeah.
and sometimes we just fake it. We just get out some bags, some Christmassy bags and stuff, tissue paper in there, and set them around. Looks like we got stuff.
And pretend.
Yeah. So Jane, what did you get? Did you get yourself something? Did Trent get you something?
Well, of course, just having them here, but we did presents Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we did stockings. So
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that's
really neat
cool.
things with stockings. And then we drove up to Sedona and went hiking.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Beautiful.
But I bought myself a Christmas present.
What'd you get?
I bought a new car.
That's
Hey.
Dude,
Wait.
It's a Hyundai Tucson SUV,
okay.
and it does everything you could possibly imagine.
Make
And
coffee?
not quite, but it does this lane control. So if you're driving and you
Oh, yeah,
leave,
it-
it
Yeah.
tells you,
Mhm.
So I
I-
probably will turn
love
that
it.
off because that was very irritating.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Don't do that.
I
That's
love it.
that's why I
It's
want to
enough-
get a new car.
it's enough smaller than the old car that, it's very manageable and fits in the garage much better. And
Good.
of course, I don't want, the first night, Christmas Eve, we took it out to look at Christmas lights,
Yeah.
driving around, and all of a sudden somebody starts blinking their lights at me. And I realized I had not turned my lights on.
Yeah.
You have
The
to find
running lights were on, but
car.
not regular headlights.
Hmm.
So I did learn about that, but so it's a learning process, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
I would not let them use my car yesterday to go up to Sedona because their dog went with us and
Oh, yeah.
he sheds a lot. Plus I still have that new car smell.
Yeah.
So it's their car that has 170,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But, so that
Now-
was my present.
How many of you have been to Sedona?
I have.
That's a
With
beautiful
Jane.
place.
It's
Beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Go. I'd love to go, Dwayne.
We visited a friend of theirs that they met in Antarctica and then also in Alaska. And she's in her mid-50s and she lives in her car.
Oh,
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's who we met at a picnic ground. And, she cleans a bank building at night. She gets off at 11 and then she gets in her car and she knows where she's going to spend the night. And before she goes to bed, she digs herself a little hole. So in the morning when she gets up, when Mother Nature calls, she knows to go to that hole. And
Wow.
it's like, this would not be for me.
Did she choose this rather
She-
than work more and get a place?
Yeah, she just is like a nomad. She travels
Okay.
all over. She's hiked everywhere. She's hiked everywhere. And she's kind of like, she's short and stocky, so you would not look at her and think, oh my gosh, this is quite the hiker. But somehow she boils her water every morning for her oatmeal, and I don't know.
What kind of car does she have?
She
That's
has
what-
a SUV, a Durango.
Oh, yeah.
And she's short enough that she just puts one seat down, the back, so
Yeah.
that's where her sleeping bag goes.
Wow.
She says she has to be very stealthy because, you can't really be just living in your car. So she'll spend about 2 nights in one place and then goes around to another place. And
Why can't you be living in your car?
Yeah, people do.
I mean,
well,
is it against the law? It can't be.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Judy, in some places it is.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
against the
heard
law.
people say
Maybe.
that as
Huh.
well.
Yeah.
Maybe in Sedona because it's more of a touristy place.
Yeah.
No, I've heard people say that here because I have patients who sometimes live in their car because they've
Mhm.
been evicted.
Right.
She, I think, could afford to live somewhere, but she just likes to be able to pick up and go wherever the mood strikes her. And
She's a
right now
nomad.
she's in Sedona. So,
Does she seem happy?
she seemed pretty happy. I didn't think she seemed that happy. She has good contact with people. She's really a loner, but I guess she's done that for years. Her whole life she's been doing that. So
Wow.
yeah, I wouldn't think she
Mm.
seemed particularly happy, but
Mhm.
she
Part of the
has,
census?
pardon me?
Was she part of the census? Did she participate?
No, I don't know. She has a post office box, and I know that's where she gets her insurance and taxes and all that. So I don't know. But, she seems content. She has no relationships at all, no family.
Oh, wow.
She just doesn't come in contact with anybody, which I wouldn't like, but she seems pretty.
Does she have a
content.
phone?
She does have a phone, and she charges it either in her car or when she's working in the bank building, she'll charge it. And she has Netflix, so she can watch movies. While she's in her car.
Living in the car, but she's got Netflix.
There you go.
How does she take a bath or a shower?
She has a friend that lives in Sedona, and once a week she goes over there and showers and does her laundry.
Oh my goodness, once a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in
Does
the
she
summertime,
consider-
she has swimming holes she goes to.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
Jane,
each to their
Interesting.
own, but
Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Did
yeah.
she stay around Arizona? Is that where she?
she grew up around Sedona, and then her folks both died. She's planning on maybe going to visit Trenton Summer in about March. She thinks she'll work till March, and then she'll just take off. She would like to drive to Alaska, but right now she can't because she can't drive through Canada.
Right.
Right.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and she spent a lot of time in Antarctica and Alaska and just wherever she wants to go. So,
Wow.
yeah, I mean,
So Trent and Summer then are able to stay in touch with her.
yes, they do by phone.
Okay.
Cool.
In fact, when they were here in October, Summer drove up there one day to visit her.
Okay.
And then they just asked me, did I want to go yesterday? And I said, heck yes, that sounds like a good
Oh,
thing to
yeah.
do.
Be
Sounds
very.
like so much fun.
And then,
Awesome. I love to see
Susie, you'll love this. For dinner last night, Summer's been doing all the cooking. She made mashed potatoes. They had white potatoes and sweet potatoes in there. She
Uh-huh.
made a stuffing, a vegetable gravy, a salad, and we had fried tofu. That was
Fried tofu.
Did you eat it? Jane, did you eat it?
well, the fried tofu is good once I put the gravy on it, but everything else is like fried tofu does not have much. She had
No.
tried all different kinds of sauces and it didn't really do much for me, but
Right.
yeah.
It's
so,
overrated.
yeah, so that was my Christmas dinner.
Well,
Well,
I had
somebody's
cereal,
cooking always
Jane. You
tastes
were ahead of
better.
me.
Hey, if she's cooking and cleaning, I will eat whatever she wants to fix.
There you go. Right.
Be careful now, Jane.
Well, hey, Tom, it's vegetable.
Yeah, it's vegetable.
Oh, it's vegetable, yeah.
Yeah,
All the
yes.
vegetarian, so,
And
Gotta
she
be-
doesn't use my microwave because of the radiation from the
Oh,
microwave.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
So she boils water for her tea on the top of the stove, and I use my microwave all day long.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You know, my son doesn't have a microwave either.
You have a little sweet roll and you just pop it in there for 10, 15
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Does she leave the room when you use the microwave?
Well, I haven't really paid attention, but probably. They're very, very health conscious.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
And maybe
boy.
some of them rub off on you.
And they do their yoga every night for an hour before they go to bed. And
wow. Healthy stuff.
Oh,
Wow.
so,
Well, Jane, ever since we stayed at that condo, what was that, about 10 years ago, with your daughter?
uh-huh.
I've used a lot of that Mrs. Myers earth friendly
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, the cleaning
yeah.
supplies. Yeah.
Mhm.
Got a lot of really good smelling stuff for Christmas. It's like
yeah.
peppermint, pine, and
Oh,
something
yeah.
snowflake or something. I don't know.
Just don't
I
get
like
the
it.
pumpkin, whatever it is. It's like a combination between curry and I don't know. Oh, it's awful. It's
And that's the cleaning
flavored
section?
Mrs. Myers.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Huh.
Well, Judy, you were probably showered with gifts.
Well, I was,
See,
but
I know
not,
it. I know it.
but not many of them physical.
Okay.
What they were, I realized at the end of the day, all the best presents were my friends, new and old, and getting to talk to them and getting to see parts of my family. My grandson is positive for COVID, so we couldn't see him. And they're all quarantining, but he's not sick. But got to see my little one, and she stayed overnight one night because they've been quarantining. And all of that was, and I saw friends, people walk by on the road, and I thought, this is really the best. I mean, it's the best thing. I feel cheerful and I feel happy after I get to do that. And I thought, yeah, this is what it is really about. So that was wonderful. Only I did get one practical thing that I'm going to sell you, not mine, but I'm going to tell you about it. I have to call my neighbor across the street fairly frequently and ask her to call me to find my cell phone. So she gave me this present, and you can't really see these little stickers, but this one says phone, keys, wallet, and it's a remote. And then you attach a little gadget to those
To each of
those
those.
things. And then you just press the button when you can't find it, and it beeps really loud. So even when I'm really deaf, I'll be able to hear it.
He knows it. So,
Find
yeah.
the key. Yeah.
Oh, I can only use that
And
Who
Judy,
uses
the
it?
microchip they
much
put-
lately. And I've never found it.
Oh, that was the best physical present.
Sounds like we all need one of those.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm showing it to you, because I said to her, I have just the group for this. I'm going to show it to my.
How do you keep from losing that, Judy?
Well,
It's
that's a
really-
little bit
That's
frightening.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. I have it next to the remote for my little gas stove, so I'm very careful with that one because I love it. So I think I can I might tie a string around it. I don't know, and tie it to something. Where you can see it.
I had an incident this morning. I was Zooming with the family down in North Carolina, and this guy came to the door that I don't really know, but I knew he was a friend of mine. And he said, my friend was trying to get a hold of me. And I said, okay. And he said, your phone is not working. So I finished my Zoom and I looked at my phone and realized it had been on airplane mode.
Oh.
She's been trying to call me since 5:30 this morning to tell me her husband had passed away last night.
Oh, man.
I didn't get the message for about 5 hours. I felt Horrible.
Wow.
He was in the hospital with serious problems and then he got COVID. So I don't know
Oh.
what he actually died of, but anyhow, he was 85 and not in good health. But so anyhow, that was kind of a strange thing to have someone come to the door and say they're trying to get a hold of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, speaking of trying to get a hold of you, one of the things I had fun with this year, and a few of you got it, is and everybody in this group, I tried to send you an e-card. Katie got it.
I got it.
You got it.
I didn't.
You got it.
We got it, but I haven't opened it yet. I've been saving it.
Either.
Oh, well, I sent one to but I've got a lot of things that came back. I used the group that you have, Tom. I used the emails there, and then a few people I used the Facebook, like Nancy Mallet. But it came back a lot of them saying it didn't open. So so Merry Christmas, everybody. I mean, Bob Van I sent to everybody, but it's that stupid Santa and those stupid reindeer singing doo-wop, which I just
I love it.
I think it is so funny with Santa.
Okay, I'm gonna open it as soon
Pull up
as
and
we're
down.
ready.
When we're done.
And that
I
one
had to-
reindeer singing falsetto. I think, oh my God, so funny.
I had to open it on my PC, not on my iPad. That's why.
Oh, okay. But I sent one to Felice, Diane, everybody, but I've got a lot of things that came back and said they.
I got it, but I don't open things like, I'm afraid of opening things.
Me too.
Oh.
That's the reason
I
I
just
didn't.
don't want to open them.
Well, it's
And
funny.
I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't do that mess.
I think I sent it to Huffman Travel. Yeah.
Right. No,
Oh.
I know I got it. I just didn't open it.
Well,
But thank you.
Bob.
I knew exactly what it was. Thank you.
It was cute.
So
That was
Judy,
fun.
before we go to Karen, so hold that up again. Can you tell us the manufacturer's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called, you can see it maybe, Woe Sports.
Okay,
Oh,
Woe
Woe
Sports,
Sports.
WOSPORTS.
And it's made in China, but the only thing, if you get it, it puts in all the lithium batteries for all the little doodads, but it forgets the AAAs. You have to have 2 AAAs for this thing. So, but yeah, so far I haven't lost anything, but I've only had it working for 2 hours.
All right.
Oh,
So, Karen,
Yes.
Yeah.
The question is, what do we do for Christmas?
yes, did you get a special present or anything in particular?
I consider the fact that my granddaughter, our oldest grandchild, made a knitted blanket for us. A nice
Oh,
present.
nice.
I
That's
love homemade-
definitely.
That's nice.
homemade things. That's she brought it to the door, didn't come in, and we didn't actually unwrap it until yesterday. But it's just really cute. She does a nice job. And then
Good.
her sister sent us a book, one of those, I always forget, starts with an S. They put the little photo books together. I
Oh,
can't think-
Shutterfly.
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 That's it. So that was with our great grandsons, my granddaughter and her sons. So that was really special. And thirdly, we had another grandchild that lives in Cincinnati. He's going to be 30 next year. And he called and spent 20 minutes on the phone with us, which is quite
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah. So those were all great gifts. that I really
Mhm.
appreciate. And plus waking up to snow yesterday morning was really special here in
That would-
Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, and it snowed all day. It didn't really stick that much, but it was so pretty. Yeah.
That's great. So it wasn't that cold there?
I think we were more, it was pretty chilly yesterday. Wasn't it in the 20s? I
It was
think
in the
so.
20s.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, thanks.
But
Karen.
just flurries. It was just flurries. It wasn't
Yes.
really snow.
Well, okay, it was still white.
It
not
looked
raining.
like it was raining.
Oh,
Well,
That
don't
didn't
listen to
stick.
Diane. I enjoyed it.
okay. So
I
Karen-
enjoyed it because it didn't stick
That's
and
correct.
it didn't accumulate,
That's correct.
but it
yes.
looked pretty.
So
Yes,
Karen,
exactly.
the granddaughter who made the blanket, How old is she?
34.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wow, you have a 34-year-old. Okay.
It's my husband's.
Okay.
He robbed the cradle. That's what I know. I'm teasing. Not real. No, our grandchildren, we have 10 and they range from 34. And then my daughter's youngest one is 10 years old. So, yeah. So when we actually are we have a 13-year-old, he has a brother. The 10-year-old has a brother and he's sick with a cold, but not COVID, thankfully. They got tested on Christmas Eve, but it left us without seeing them at all. So I just left a basket of food and goodies at our front door, and we had left. And she just stopped in and picked it up, and they enjoyed all the different things that were for their whole family. Yeah, homemade cinnamon rolls and Buckeyes and things like that.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Oh, those peanut butter chocolate Buckeyes, is that what you're talking about?
Exactly.
Oh, I love those things.
Were
Yeah.
they the bought ones, Karen, or did you home make them?
Oh, I homemade them.
Oh,
Did you send the recipe?
Yes, I do. It's very simple.
Oh, I crave those.
Do you use the paraffin with it?
Or
do you just
let me
dip 'em?
say that I used to and I need to. That means, yes, use the paraffin because the chocolate will not hold up. The Hershey
I know.
bars, yeah, they really don't. So definitely need some, and I don't know how much paraffin anymore. Years ago, I used to.
I don't either. Yeah.
But the middle ingredients, Judy, simply are powdered sugar, butter, and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't-
I like the semi-sweet chocolate.
in my case, I use Hershey bars.
Okay.
Chocolate Hershey bars. Yeah.
So good.
So Karen, Judy was asking if you could send her the recipe.
Send it to everybody.
Yeah, well, let me think. My brain's trying to figure out, do I just email? No.
You can do a Word document.
Good email.
Word document.
Or email Tommy and he'll let us all know because you all make
Okay.
them.
Send an email to me, then I'll include it in the next thing that I send out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, if you can find something with the paraffin, or we could probably Google it, but yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it's very minimal on that paraffin. I literally looked at my candles and said, can I shave any of this? But I did not do that. I smelled them and I go, wait a minute, I don't want that fragrance. I smell yuck. Anyway.
I have a
All
tendency
right.
to make them too big. They come out as big as baseballs, and that's a little too much.
This recipe makes about 70 to 75.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So it's a lot of dipping, and it's dipped with a toothpick. You take a toothpick and stick in them after they've been in the freezer. So if I don't say all of that, you've heard it now. You make the thinners, stick it in the freezer, melt the chocolate, and then start dipping.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, I wrote a note. To
Okay.
my daughter had to say, one more thing. I made cinnamon rolls and she said, Mom, do I have that recipe? And she said, in your handwriting. And I thought that was really sweet. So I sat and wrote that out for her to give to her when I see her next. Yeah. So
That's cool. That's very cool.
Memorabilia.
Now, Shirley, you and Karen, so where do you get paraffin?
where do you get what?
In the baking aisle. That's
Really?
Really?
I didn't.
Yeah, especially in the summer because you use paraffin. If you're making jelly, you put it on top of your jelly.
Wow.
That was probably my problem. Yeah, it's summertime. I need to get that paraffin. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So Bobby, was anybody even able to bring you anything since you're still very restricted?
Yeah, a lot of good stuff, Tom. They did some stuff here for us, and my family brought in some stuff, kids sent in stuff.
Good.
Zoom chatted with my 3 kids and 8 grandkids yesterday.
Oh, nice.
All in all, had a really good day. Thank you.
Good.
And Tom, please report we're down to 0 COVID cases in Arbor Trace.
Awesome.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Good news.
Good.
Down to 0.
Good.
Have they started
good.
vaccinating?
Vaccine staff has had vaccine at Reed.
Mhm.
We got backed up a little bit. Indiana was one of 12 states that didn't receive as many vaccines as they thought. We're scheduled Monday, Tuesday into the first week in January sometime. But they've actually set up a station over in the dining room that's not being used, where we'll go for our vaccination. We assume the first of the week.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, close by, yeah.
Good.
So even though you've had it, you will still be vaccinated.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I think anybody with a compromised immune system, that's a preventive measure
Yeah.
that probably should be taken.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure, but I've made that choice.
It's
And
it's individual, Bob. It's between that person and whoever their immunologist is.
Exactly right, yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay. Well,
I'm
that's
still
a really
waiting to
good.
find out how we're going to hear. Do we think we're going to hear by way of our family doctor that
Yes.
we're, yes.
Yes.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
think everybody's got their own responsibility to make sure you find out yourself, though. Just, everybody stay on top of it.
Yeah.
A lot
Friend
of
of mine
people
went
don't
to
have
the
a.
Green County Health Department and he got his right away. He went in to fill out paperwork and they said, do you want to have it? And he said, sure. So he got it.
Is that Diane?
Who was that? Who was that?
Who was that?
A friend of ours.
How old is he?
He's younger than we are. He's in his 70s.
Does he have a?
Does he have a lot of other
Illness?
things going on, or is he an essential quote unquote worker?
Well, he's a doctor, but I don't think that
Oh.
really
Oh,
matters.
well, the doctor should
He's
get
a
him.
health worker.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
not working, he's retired.
Well, but he could be called back.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still in, they're
Yeah,
still in the
yeah.
group, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he just went into the health department
Yeah.
at Green County and they said, fine. So we're going to call Montgomery County. We live in Montgomery County.
Yeah, I think it'd be probably good to find out for how your state is doing it. And they probably
Right.
have, I found a website for Wisconsin and sort of signed up because a lot of people don't have a family doc. We just moved here. We don't have one. So there has to be a way to find it, get into the system somehow.
Right,
Yeah.
just call your county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Carol, were you
And does
showered
he-
with gifts? I would think.
Was, I had more people bring by things to my porch. I have so many cookies and
Freeze them.
Yeah.
No, I will. Some of them have gone in the wastebasket, but I will freeze some. But the thing I got that was just warmed my heart was my granddaughter, who's 16, was over several weeks ago, and I had hung my stockings up and I said, which stocking do you want this year? So that because I stuffed them for the kids. And she said, well, I'll take that one. And she said, which one is yours? And I said, well, I said, since grandma died, my mom lived with me for about the last 10 years of her life. And she died in 2016. And I said, well, since grandma died, I haven't gotten a sock. She said, I'll make you a sock. So she took a sock home and filled it up with all kinds of neat things. And, and the thing was, she wrapped everything individually.
Oh, fun.
Not only did I get to take it out, but I got to unwrap it. So it was so sweet.
Fun.
That was my best.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. Well, Shirley.
Yes. I got a new dishwasher.
Oh, that's good.
And when you get old and you're talking about loving a new dishwasher, however, when it arrived, it was damaged. So of course it was refused, and now the replacement won't come till February. But
Oh, no.
it's the thought.
Yeah.
But actually, I think having a 6-year-old in this house is like Christmas every day. And just having him around for Christmas was so much fun. So much fun. And of course, he kept thinking he heard reindeer on the roof about every half hour on the half hour. That was just fantastic. I know it's just going to last a couple, 3 more years, but
Yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. It seems like anymore. Once they hit 3, then they start to really understand about Santa Claus, and then then you're afraid to let them go to school. Because then when you get to school, there'll be kids there saying, there it is, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I remember figuring it out, but I worked it. And I thought, no, I'm not gonna let anybody know that I really know, because shoot, it's a good thing to,
Oh, yeah.
parents. But, and then of course we got introduced to the Tooth Fairy this year with teeth coming out too. So
Oh, that's cool.
not mine, my grandson's.
Oh, well, glad to hear that.
You said you were old.
Okay, let's see now. Wait a minute. People are flipping around. Okay, Becky.
Yes. Well, for Christmas, I gave myself, I don't know if you can see this or not, but my mother had pieced this quilt. And it's that in my closet. And I had bought the material, and it was supposed to be a project to take her mind off of things, and to, over time, 2 weeks, she calls me up and she says, I'm done.
Oh, wow.
So it's a king size. It fits over my king size bed and almost goes to the floor.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh, my
goodness.
gosh.
And so I took it to some people here in Cedar Park, and they quilted it. And my son insisted that it had to be a Celtic Trinity knot.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I spent way too much. And Mom, I don't know if you can really tell, but she really didn't do that good of a job on the squares. She kind of missed a little bit, but I don't care.
Oh,
Looks
no.
good.
I-
Oh, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
And it was hand done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
the whole top is totally hand done. So
Becky, what's in the middle of the square with the little red thing? What is
it was,
that?
that's the chimney. Let me bring it back up. That's the chimney. The red square, typically a log cabin pattern. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's lighter blues on the one side and darker blues on the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wow.
so I was just really, let me see if I can get, I've got, well, I don't know where the other one went. But anyway, she missed on one of the dark areas and didn't go all the way across. And I kept looking at it when I got it back from the quilt shop, and I said, something's amiss. And then I finally figured it out, and I said, I don't care. I don't care.
No, no,
So-
that's a treasure. It's
So
perfectly
that was my
imperfect.
present to myself, was that quilt.
That's
Good.
Good.
Good for you.
So,
Nice.
and I got a Ninja foodie for myself, and the kids got me a cookbook. In other words, Mom,
Foodie. Wow.
yeah, the foodie with it bakes, toast, air fries, broils, and
Wow.
it doesn't
Wow.
dehydrate. This is the one that doesn't dehydrate, but it does everything else,
Wow.
and it flips
Cool.
up, so it doesn't.
I have a friend that just got that. She loves it.
What's it
I-
called?
Hold that up again, Becky.
Yeah, what's it called? It's called a ninja foodie.
Ninja foodie.
Foodie.
Okay.
So it flips up, so it only takes up about 3 inches width,
Yeah,
because you flip it up when you're done using it.
right.
For
Oh.
heaven's sake.
After it's cooled down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
And
My daughter loves hers. She
oh, I
uses it.
love this one. And it's got a big enough basket that you can actually cook enough, especially on fries or tater tots or something like that, or shrimp, enough for 3 or 4 people.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Some of them, they're smaller. So, in other words, I got to get cooking.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Great. That's great. So, Jane Ann,
Yeah.
what did you get that you think?
Well, the big thing that I got was that we got to Zoom with my sister and her husband yesterday and open gifts. And night before that, her son, my nephew, stopped by and brought our gifts, and we actually got to see him. We haven't seen him for a year. And he stood out in the driveway, and we were about 10, 12 feet apart and had a visit.
And frozen.
And frozen to death, yeah, because it was really cold, but that was really neat. And then today we got another Zoom with my niece's children,
Good.
their gifts. So that was just, it really made it feel like we got to see them.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah. So now Jane Ann and I didn't even talk about this. So what the gift, she didn't probably even think of this as a gift, but for me it was a gift. Jane Ann, and it was her idea. I didn't ask. She
Or beg.
She baked. Do you bake it?
Roast.
Roast. You roasted. She roasted a turkey. Fixed all the fixings that her mom used to always make for Christmas dinner.
Good.
And all day long yesterday, I thought I was at 428 South 19th Street. It's just, it brought back all these memories. I'm like, wow.
Smelled good.
Yeah.
It was,
That was
it
fun.
turned out to be
Yeah.
a great meal.
Yeah.
So that definitely was a really great gift. And then the other one was that little book, and I bought this for us. And I've already read it, but that little book about the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. And it's right now, if you would try to get it, you can't get it. Back
Sold
order.
out.
But it is really, really a cool little book. And I would highly recommend it to everybody. It just, you could read it every day. So anyway.
Inspiration.
So it was a surprisingly good day.
Yes, it was a
Good.
good day.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other thing. This was fun. So I think I've told you about this young fellow that we had met up in Quebec, Canada.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And so we either FaceTime or Zoom, and he called us yesterday
Yeah.
and FaceTimed us.
Aw.
And he was showing us his little boy, and he showed the presents that the little boy got and everything
Aw.
else. But I had actually, for some reason, I guess we were texting the night before or something, and somehow it came up, and I used some phrase out of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yeah.
And he's up there in French Canada, and he had never heard of that.
Oh, my
Oh, my
Never
goodness.
heard of it. So then yesterday, when he FaceTimed us, I read him the poem. And then immediately when I was done, I told him I'm going to go out and I'll find a book that has that with all the pictures, and I'll send it to you.
Oh, good.
That was really a lot of fun. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's really cute because, of course, his primary language is French.
Mhm.
And when we started talking to him, it was hilarious because, even though he was working in a restaurant and speaking English for a while, he'd gotten out of that and he got a real job with selling insurance, I guess, insurance agent. And we would have to talk very slowly. But now we've got him retrained. So now he's up to speed on English. We can actually talk to him really, really well. So it's really cool.
And I had to ask him, I said, now, will you read a book to your children in English? And he says, oh, yes. He says, I'm absolutely, our children are going to be able to read and write English fluently.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That's good.
So I said, okay, well, this book's coming to you. It's going to be in English.
It's going to be in English.
So anyway. Okay, well, I think that probably the best present that we could all get would be, Vicki, that you come back strong and get real well and come back fast. And between now and then, we're going to be smothering you with love and cards and messages and everything else, so that you will be sure and get well.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what, and then the other thing is I would love it if nothing else, hopefully nothing else happens, that,
No.
because I am really dying to hear
I
Dave
know.
Harold take us through the very last segment of coming back home from Vietnam. So David, are you going to be here next Saturday after the day after?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, but
Everything goes as planned, yeah.
yeah, so this, we expect this to be really, really good. So you want to practice.
I will do that.
All right. Well, yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Reminder, everybody, the Dick Houston funeral is on
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Good, Bob.
Tuesday, yeah.
Is it Monday or Tuesday? It's going to be Tuesday?
28th at 1 p.m.
28th.
Yeah.
28th at 1 p.m.
That's Monday, Bob.
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, the 28th is Monday.
Uh-huh.
Is that Eastern time? 1
I
p.m.
think it's 28th, Tom. I sent an email out.
Okay, the best thing to do for us probably I'll tell you what, I'll go out to that website, that Moster.
Yeah, the funeral home, yeah.
Because they should have updated that time, the day and time.
Yeah.
I believe they did, Tom, and I think it's the 28th is when they're back.
Yeah, that's what I've been going on, and I've actually marked it on the calendar, everything, that it's going to be on a Monday.
Yeah.
And it will be Eastern time, 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern time, yeah.
And by the way, I don't know, I don't wish this on anybody, but I think I'd mentioned that my business partner's father unexpectedly passed away from COVID, and they had his service last Wednesday from the church, and it was, just the immediate family. And I felt like we were right there, and it was
Wow.
it was
On
a
video.
wonderful service. So I would encourage you guys. It'll be like we're going to his funeral.
Yeah.
Is this going to be on YouTube or?
How do we?
I think
link.
I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure you will access it through the website of the
Funeral home, yeah, they have a link, yeah.
How will we do it? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
You will access it through the website of the funeral home.
But you'll send us that information.
Yeah, he'll send you that. Yeah.
MASNER Memorial Mortuary in Rushville.
Right.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yeah. So,
And by the way, last Sunday we had our celebration of life for Dave.
oh yeah.
Good.
I asked you.
How did it go?
We went down to the ball field. So we were all outside, and there were about 25 of us. And everybody said a little, remembrance. And my daughter and her son and 3 children all were it was just really heartwarming, the things they said as with my son. And then we scattered some ashes on the pitcher's mound.
Wow.
And then we had a guy that had some thoughts, and then he gave a prayer, and it was just really nice.
Good.
They
Good.
have put together a memorial bench for him that will go at the ball field. And then there's another memorial bench that will go where I walk almost every day. And then they had his
good.
name on a plaque because they have a little memorial down there for all the ball players that have passed away, and his name was on there. So it was just it was
Super.
very intimate and very moving, and was really nice.
That's
So
awesome.
Good, Jim. Good.
yeah, so
And that was a week ago Saturday, correct?
it was a week ago tomorrow, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Last Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his sons were not able to be here, but they're going to try to come in the spring, and I'll do something when they come.
Okay. Good.
So
Good. Did you happen to videotape it?
I
all?
do. My granddaughter's trying to put it together in some kind of a video where it's all together. That she said people will be able to go into a link and see it, but so far she hasn't gotten that put together yet. So
Yeah, well, that's not
when
really.
she does, yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, that's great.
We videotaped everybody but me and the guy who did the prayer, but everybody in between.
Oh, no.
We got them videotaped.
Okay, well, that's great.
There's some funny stories and very moving stories.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
I'm
sure.
And my grandson, you'll have to see what he had to say. It was hilarious.
Hank?
Hank,
Hank or Hank?
it was Hank, yeah. Talking about how they had come to dinner like the night before Dave passed away, and I had given him 3 little pieces of broccoli. And he's like, oh, I don't eat this stuff. And I said, well, how about if I put some cheese on it? So I put some shredded cheese on, and he's like, aren't you going to melt that? It was just funny. He just never liked vegetables. So, but it was a real cute story.
How old is he, Jane?
He is 26 next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Old enough to like vegetables.
Right.
Well, Bob, I sure hope you get that vaccination then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Early
absolutely.
Next week.
I'll update you every week, Tom, until we get it.
Okay, you definitely do that. And so happy New Year, everyone.
Yes.
Right. Happy New Year.
I have one thing to say I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I talked to Pam Cahoon Denning the other day.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And yes, and I told her, she said, I know y'all are having fun. I said, you have to get on our Zoom.
Yeah, yeah.
So she said she's going to really work on it. So
Whatever that
Andy, if you see her or whatever,
It's
Yeah.
not that difficult.
I know. Tommy, send her a reminder or something. And when you,
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you think, did you sense that maybe she's a little nervous about the technology?
no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You just said like,
She's a classroom teacher. She's
I
got-
told her all she has to do is click on your link. and she's
Yeah,
in.
you don't even have to download Zoom to go.
No, not at all.
No, you just click on it.
Yeah, that's what I told her. So she said, oh, well, that's not so bad. I said, no. So anyway, I'm pushing her. So
Okay, good.
All
I
right.
wanted to let y'all know that. And she said that, and she didn't know we were on YouTube. So she's going to go back and look at some of that.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Oh,
Cool.
yeah. Okay, good. Oh boy, I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
You know, when you're
Good.
when you're a year older, Tom, sometimes you don't remember everything.
Oh, and I guess,
That is problem.
that reminds me, and I was going to say something at the very beginning. So at about, oh gosh, must have been around 1 o'clock, 12:30 or 1, and Jane Ann was doing that Zoom with her family. All of a sudden it pops up and it says Ron Siders has joined your Zoom meeting.
really?
Whoa!
Don't believe it.
It's a Zoom meeting. And so I thought,
Oh,
He-
he's gonna be on.
he's checking this out. He's checking
Uh-huh.
this out. I was really hoping, Ron, get your butt on this thing. Although he did sent me a message last week. You guys, it's hilarious. If I don't have that YouTube thing out by Wednesday,
Oh, yeah, he's having a
he's
fit.
asking me, Tom,
Really?
I had a little bit of trouble. He says, I just make sure I didn't miss this. Did you send that out yet? If not, if you did, could you send it to me again? And then he said, I really wasn't expecting, because he said, I'm definitely going to get on. But he said, for the next couple weeks, I'm going to get a chance to go back to working the games at
Oh,
Florida,
Yeah.
Oh,
at the
okay.
university. So he
Okay.
says, for the next couple weeks, I'll be doing that. But then after that, he says, I'm going to get on.
Did
told
you
him-
put out the one, Tom, did you put out the one last week with, about Jay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not see
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's on the same one with the UL. You put on the UL for today.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
And
will
wasn't
check
the
it out.
guy
Jay had-
in Kentucky with the horses supposed to get on?
Yeah, well, he's not gonna get on. Yeah, he's supposed to, but he probably not for a while.
He won't. Oh, I
Woody?
thought he was coming.
He
this week.
says he
Woody.
has some bad Wi-Fi, but he watches the YouTubes.
Who's
Yeah.
that, Nancy?
Woody
Woody
Coyle?
Coyle.
Woody.
Oh, Woody.
I talked to him a couple of weeks ago.
Well, you are just out and
Nancy,
about.
you're just
Nancy
talking
Chris.
different.
Well,
Nancy's trying. She's out there recruiting. She's
That's every week, yeah.
yeah.
So,
and
no, as a matter of fact, Woody called me and I didn't call him back for about a week or so. And he said, oh, you're losing your mind or something. And I said, yeah. He said, and by the way, you missed 1 week. He'd been watching the YouTubes and he said, you missed 1 week. I said, yeah, I did.
Let me
So
guess,
he's
they
paying
keep that
attention.
stuff for an hour.
He'll join eventually, I think, too.
Now,
Okay, good.
Sandy, we can tell that you're still feeling no pain, baby. So,
You've been drinking.
Dwayne better be cooking tonight for you.
No, he doesn't cook, remember?
Well, he better be waiting on you hand and foot.
He said he cleaned up the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
All
I'd
right.
rather cook than clean the kitchen.
I can't walk very well. I'm not stable with this medication.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like I'm gonna fall all the time and I.
Oh, well, be careful.
Wow.
What is it, Percocet? What is it?
No, oh no, it's called Neurontin or.
Oh,
Gabapentin.
gabapentin.
Yeah.
Gabapentin.
Put me
Yeah.
on a.
Yeah.
I was only taking 100 milligrams and now he has me up to 900.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
A lot. I'm just real dizzy and everything, but yeah.
I'm surprised you're awake.
I know. I am too.
It's time for takeout, Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
No time for takeout.
Okay, Dwayne, I know you're hearing this, buddy. You better be taking good care of her and don't take advantage of her either.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, unless you wanted to, Sandy. So
No,
anyway,
no.
with that, we'll go.
Oh,
See her roll her eyes in. She doesn't think about that. Okay. Oh,
There he is.
Oh, there. Back
I
it
said,
up.
knows how good she's got it for
Mhm.
53 years.
Mhm.
53 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
what about
Great.
today?
That's great.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
a long
Okay. Well, see you guys
Next week.
next Saturday.
See you next year.
Happy New
Next
Year.
year.
Okay,
Happy
good
New
luck,
Year.
Sandy.
Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
Stay warm, Felice.
bye-bye. Yeah, good luck. Oh, well, please, we'll see you again before you do that.
2021 has to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Felice, are you still there?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
The last time, did you say you were about to have a date? Do I remember that correctly? Did you say you were having a date?
Probably not. I
Okay.
haven't been having any dates lately. But thank you for asking. Thank you for thinking. about it.
My hearing must be
He
off.
was going to follow up on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Stay warm, Felice, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
All righty.
see y'all.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. Bye, Sandy.